So in today's video, we're going to talk very much how to stop standing up, or if you like, how to stay down through the golf ball. And ultimately, there's one thing that golfers who stand up have a very wrong idea about the golf swing. What we're going to do is I'm going to hit a couple of shots here on the flight scope. And we have a couple of bits of terminology inside of golf, right? We have our target line, okay? We have our club path. And in today's video, we're going to use what FlightScope likes to class as H-plane, okay, which is our horizontal plane. Different launch monitors use different terminology. For example, TrackMan uses a term which is known as swing direction. This is kind of like the direction that the club is moving. Club path is a measurement very much at the bottom part of the golf ball. And this is what catches a lot of golfers out, because you can stand up and still have a very neutral club path. And that's what throws a lot of people off. And students that I work with online will often send me their TrackMan data and they'll kind of go, well, look how neutral everything is. But this is one of those numbers that you want to be looking out for. So first of all, if I was to sort of clarify a couple of things. Now, if I want to stay down through the ball, let me sort of face you guys first and foremost. I'm going to use my alignment stick here, and can you see the way I've positioned the alignment stick? It's going to be at like a 45-degree angle, like so. So what I mean by this is you can see the way I've got the alignment stick touching my left hip in that setup position. I'll show you different angles of this. And the point is as I come into this downswing, I want to feel like my pelvis or my hips are moving in the direction, so 45 degrees in this direction, so it's pushing the alignment stick in the direction where the platform is facing, very much this way. Okay, so excuse the angle, but if I now show you guys from this perspective on my left hip, see, it's this way. Okay, and then if I was going to go down towards my target, it's very much this way. Now, what this motion does, and the reason why that's so important, is because that movement on its own, right, that sort of idea of allowing the hips to move in that 45-degree angle like this, that is going to help me obviously create a tilt. So you can see the way that as I try and keep my head down, it creates this tilt, but you can also see the way the club is moving in that direction. And that's the key thing. So if I was to hit a shot here, right, and I'm going to aim down towards that 150, okay, I feel, okay, although I've pulled that one a little bit, I feel like the club is swinging in the direction where I'm moving the hips. So 45 degrees this way. And that's why my arms get pulled up in that direction. And that's what gives me that ability to hit down on the ball, but also gives me that ability to stay in posture. And what we can see on this one is the way that the H plane is 3.9 to the left. Okay. Now what happens with golfers who stand up is they don't do that. What you're trying to do is, instead of allowing the club to swing more across the ball in this manner, what you end up doing is swinging too much down towards your target. Now, like I say, like this, that's not exactly a great shot, but what we will see on that one is the way that the H plane was a long way to the right. So that was 9 to the right, and that's what really encourages you to sort of stand up. If we reduce it down slightly, so a little bit more this way, again, we'll see that one 7.2 to that right-hand side. But what I'm trying to say is the big thing, right, is, which what I see success with the students I work with, is if you can understand the direction your hips are supposed to move, like so, and allow the club to follow in that direction. I know lots of you will be thinking, well, isn't that how you swing out to in? But it's not, because out to in is this way. I'm looking for that move. See the difference? See, when you move correctly and you move in towards the alignment stick, as I demonstrated at the beginning of the video, it allows the club to drop down the plane line, which gives you that ability to swing, as I showed you earlier, swing to the left, but still for the club path to be really, really neutral. So that's exactly what you need to be working on, that feeling of getting set up, move the hips into that direction. It'll give you that ability to strike nicely down the back of the golf ball, equally give you that ability to reduce that standing up motion. And what we can see on that last shot that I just hit there is my H plane is 4.9 to the left, so 5 degrees to the left. And what we can see is the way that my club path was 0.5 to the right. And that basically means my swing would have looked something like so. It's really important that you understand it. I'll see you guys again really soon.